want to take a closer look at the 7 churches in the book of Revelation. And we're going to start with the church of Ephesus. And we can learn a lot more about that church and what was going on in the book of Ephesians. So you can go and study that on your own if you're interested. So let's take a look at Revelation chapter 2. To the angel of the church of Ephesus write, "These things says he who holds the 7 stars in his right hand, who walks in the midst of the 7 golden lampstands." This is Jesus' way of letting us know that he's the authority over his church and he sees what's going on. And if he wants to give correction, then he can. And I think it's really good for us to take a look at this because we could see maybe, what we're doing right in the churches today and what we need to get right and either stop doing or start doing. It's like if Jesus was here today, what would he be saying to us? And like I said, we can learn from the churches in Revelation. Let's see what Jesus has to say about this church in verse 2. "I know your works, your labor, your patience, and that you cannot bear those who are evil, and you have tested those who say they are apostles and are not, and have found them liars. And you have persevered and have patience, have labored for my name's sake, and have not become weary." He's talking about their works. It's the fruit. What is the fruit that's coming out of this particular church? And it seems like they've got a lot of right things going on, including testing those who say they are apostles and are not, like I do, right? I'm always saying, always to test what's coming in, what teachings are coming in against the scriptures, where they're doing that, they're getting that right, so that's good. And if he's commending them for that, then that's a good thing that we also should be doing. Paul in Acts 20, he writes, that he had instructed the church in Ephesus. He warned them, hey, when I leave, there's going to be these people that are going to come in. They're going to be wolves in sheep's clothing. They're going to come in with these false teachings. You got to beware, he said to those elders, to make sure. And it sounds like they were good about doing that because that's what Jesus is telling them. So that's another good thing we can learn from them. And that it is important. And that's why I spent a lot of time on this because I know, I've been through it. So far, it looks like this church has everything that looks great going on the outside. But in my next video, we'll take a closer look and see.